You see, Mr. Whoopi, we've got to have a radio, but we don't have any money to buy one. Could we make one?
Of course, my boy. I'll show you how to make a crystal set. The kind I used to make when I was a lad.
Does it need batteries?
No batteries, and you don't have to plug it into the wall either.
Then how can it work?
First, you have to understand what radio is. Long ago, in 1887, a German named Heinrich Hertz invented a machine that could send waves of electricity through the air. These became known as Hertzian waves. We know them today as radio waves because they radiate out in all directions.
I get it. Just like when you drop a stone into water.
Precisely, my boy. Now, we can't see or feel or hear these waves, so we need something called a detector to detect the waves. Back in the old days, the best detectors were minerals that came from the ground.
Like coal?
Well, not coal, but lots of other minerals, like this little galena crystal.
You mean I can just hold it up to my ear?
Not exactly. We need some other equipment. Look here. This is called a detector stand. At this end is the holder for the crystal detector. At this end is a rod with a fine wire spring called a cat's whisker. Now, to these little posts, we connect a pair of earphones.
Now can we hear the radio waves?
Not yet. First, we have to connect a very important part called the antenna, which is a wire about 75 feet long running outside the house. The antenna helps collect the radio waves and bring them into the crystal detector. Now, by moving the cat's whisker over the surface of the crystal, we can find a sensitive spot. Whoopee!
I hear music.
Why no batteries or electricity?
Because radio waves themselves are electricity.
Boy, this is just what we need.
Take it, my boy. But don't forget, you need a long wire antenna.
Phineas J. Whoopi, you're the greatest. All right, Chumley. I'll get things set up here while you go out and look for a long piece of wire to use for an antenna.
Gee, there's a long wire running from Stanley's house to that tree. I'll just climb up and borrow it. It doesn't look like anybody is using it anyway. Boy, it sure is fastened untight.
There, everything's ready and just in time, too. The program is almost on the air.
Funky, it's time for the big question. Turn on the radio. Well, what's the matter? What's the matter?
I don't know, boss. Nothing but static.
Well, let me see. Look! The antenna's been broken off.
Tennessee Tuxedo.
And the name we're calling tonight is Stanley Livingston. We're dialing right now.
Tennessee!
Stanley, they're calling you.
Yeah, me? The phone. Where's the phone?
At your house, Stanley. They're calling at your house.
Good grief. Hello?
Mr. Livingston, this is the big question. Can you tell us what song we're playing on the radio right now?
On the radio? Good grief, my radio isn't working. Oh, no.
I'm so sorry. But if you aren't listening to the radio, you can't win the 10-day cruise. Goodbye.
Maybe I didn't win that 10-day cruise, but I'm going to take one anyway, and I know just who's going to take it with me. Keep rowing, fellows. Only 9 more days to go.
Tennessee and Chumley will be right back with more cartoon fun.